All right, we're gonna go over the components of this Lumien demo case one by one and talk about why I chose the SKUs that I did. So first and foremost, this is the best seller, the LAB068. It's a pre-wired modular fixture. This looks like every other landscape lighting fixture on the market with the 1/2-inch threads, the wire coming out the bottom. For the micro module, I chose their warm white dimming one. I love the idea of being able to change Kelvin temperatures and being able to dim them with just this remote. It makes them so flexible. This allows me to cut down the number of SKUs that I keep greatly. This is my favorite combination right here. This is the shroud that comes with the 06B8. So I show that I have a spotlight with this combination. You would use the O-rings, silicone O-rings that come with this. We have them right inside here. Then I can take off the spotlight shroud. I can show how it now becomes a floodlight. And this is the best floodlight on the market. If you're hesitant to use Lumien product for whatever reason, start here. Start with this floodlight because it will amaze you. It takes this 40-degree beam spread coming out of this module and turns it into damn near 180. It's wild. Can't recommend the floodlight enough. So, what else do I have in here that I can use with my micro module? Well, I can disconnect it from this LAB08 knuckle. So what I would do is I would take this nut off of this wire, run the wire through here so that it connects, and then have my loop connect on top of it, okay? So that's how these pieces work. This comes off, this goes on, and then they simply connect to the module, all right? So in that instance, this is now considered a quick connect fixture. This is pre-wired. This now became a quick connect fixture. But I've used one module to create 3 different fixtures. Same thing here. Well light. In this case, this nut stays on. And now I've got my IP68 rated well light. There are a couple of lens pieces that go inside here. I'm leaving them out for now. So I've got 4 fixtures. I'll show you the 5th with this one micro module. And we know we have a bunch of different configurations for our well light housings. There's 10 of them. There's different pendant configurations. There's probably 4 or 5. I've got longer shrouds for both my wash light and my spotlight. I've got downlight shrouds, right, that are longer. So there are a whole bunch of different combinations. Last one I'm gonna show though in this case is how I can turn this into a standard looking path light. This is now a quick connect fixture. So what I'm gonna show is how I connect it to a standard ground stake using this LAB018 adapter piece and then a ground stake underneath it. So there are a couple of ground stakes under there. There's the standard one and then there's the quick connect one. The smaller quick connect one, I don't need the adapter, but this is primarily used for nano spotlights. I'm not saying you couldn't use it for smaller path lights, but it's probably gonna move around. It's not ideal. I'm simply showing how I don't need the adapter on my quick connect ground stake if I'm using it on a quick connect fixture. It won't work on the pre-wired. All right, then I get into the nano product. So I just showed you how to take a micro module and create 5 different types of fixtures. Now I can use what we call the nano knuckle here to show you the rest of it. My nano knuckle, if I want to turn it into a spotlight, I just use these attachments that I have down here. I believe that's the LAB118, okay? Now it's a spotlight. I would use this quick connect ground stake for it. I can put it on a riser and make it more of a path light. So all I would do, take this piece, disconnect it, go here. And then reconnect this piece. If I want to make it more of a true path light, I have this piece here. That's the LAB 123, I believe. This is super cool. Really like this one. Now I have much more of a modern style path light. But I can take this and I can pull this LAG 114 out. So I can use this nano knuckle just to show how this could become a path light and use it at different angles, right? Note that you don't have to use the nano knuckle. They have just a standard nano module. But I like showing the nano knuckle for the versatility. And this is a RGBW nano knuckle. So I really like to see this in different colors, reds, blues, and greens. And that's why I included the Pro version of the nano knuckle. And then I can also show how I can turn this into a hanging pendant, all right? Because all I would have to do is go through the same process I went with the micro, slide this piece off, this piece on, and then hang it straight down. Just using the nano knuckle, unscrewing it, hanging it straight down. Again, you don't have to use a nano knuckle. They have a Pro nano module that's just straight. This is simply showing flexibility and versatility. So that's why I put this kit together in every piece. You know, what is it doing? I can show so many different combinations with just a dozen pieces. If you have any questions, please let myself or a Lighting Boss sales representative know about any of them.